Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Dude.
I'm Johnny.
We have an exciting video for you today. It is pop-up books. So we have these books that we've been collecting. They're by Robert Sabuda, and they're Disney themed, and they pop up inside as you open the pages. I'm not going to tell you anymore. You'll have to watch the video, and we got that coming up for you right now. If you like this type of content, please subscribe to our channel so that you keep getting notified of more of our videos. All right, let's go.
Enjoy.
All right, so here's the first book of several that we have that are basically Disney themed books, but as you can see here, pop-up adaptation of J.M. Barrie's original tale by Robert Sabuda. These books all are by Robert Sabuda, and here's the spine of the book for Peter Pan. They're very thick, and they're pop-ups, and so we love these, and we thought it would be really interesting to share. Maybe many people don't even realize these are out there, but the intricacy on these books is phenomenal, and the time it must have taken to create these. So we're going to show you this quick. I'm not going to read the book, but when you open this book up to the first page, you're going to see, I think this is an overview of London, and you can see the city down in here. And then what these pop-up books have is they have the story on the sides of the pop-ups, right? So I'm not going to read the story, but it talks about the story of Peter Pan, right? And they meet Wendy, or Peter Pan flies and meets Wendy and John and Michael. And then these sides actually open as well to show more pop-up and more reading. So the first page shows Wendy up here, shows Nana, pops out. Look at how those pop out of this book, naturally. And so you could read the story, and then when I fold it back down, they just go right back in place. The next page. All right, looks like he's getting his shadow tied onto his boot there. Peter Pan, right? Wendy's tying the shadow on so he doesn't lose his shadow. The next page. Here is Wendy, Michael, and John following Peter Pan out from the window. I mean, look at how that pops up. That is so cool. And you're reading the story, right? So it's a great visual along with the reading. So you close that up. There's a little tuck in here. But that's the first page of Peter Pan in this book. The second page you open up, and it looks like they're in Neverland. There's a waterfall down here into the mountain and the trees. This looks like almost like Mermaid Lagoon, possibly, where they're at. You have to read the story. But again, here's the little pages that read the story, and they have additional pop-ups. Looks like a ship. The next page here looks like the Lost Boys. And probably the story goes along with that. Captain Hook. Isn't it amazing how these all are inside of this book and they pop up like that and then go right back down? And Smee. Can't forget about Smee. So you read that story and then you pop those back down, put the flap under there, under that little flap. And we go on to the next page. I don't know exactly where you're going to find these books. We found some of them at, we got some of them as a gift, two of them. And then we found some more at an antique store. So you turn the page there. And up comes, looks like they're in the tree. And where they're living in Neverland inside of a tree. Just too cool, right? And then let's see what opens up on this side, pop up. Looks like Tinkerbell and Peter Pan and Wendy. Oh, looks like Tinkerbell's hiding behind the jar of Hoodads, thread and needles. Okay, put that back in its spot. Go to the next page. You just can't wait to open the next page to see what's there. This looks like Mermaid Lagoon. Isn't that amazing that they made this so all of this pops up automatically when you open the pages? It's incredible to me. Then here's John and Michael often spent long summer days that remember the doing. And that looks like probably Tiger Lily. Yep, Tiger Lily. On the rock. So it's a story over here. And then one more page. They must have went and flew kites. So I'll put that back down. You want to keep these books, nice. You don't want to, you'll read to your children probably, because they can rip and then, they're not going to be the same. Depends how old your children are. But even for yourself, these are fun books. I would love to look through these and read through them. Looks like Peter Pan here. Like Tinkerbell up there. We got a pop-up on this side. Looks like Indians and whatnot fighting. Oh, somebody's fell down the tree. Do you see his feet come down here? Maybe Captain Hook? Yeah, that looks like Captain Hook. I don't know what that is. I'd have to read. Very interesting. Put that back in there. And it looks like the last page, the end of the story. Looks like the Jolly Roger. I'm sure that's what that is. Yep. Here's Croc, Tick-Tock. The Croc, Tick-Tock, the Croc. Open that up. Oop, I missed a page. It's amazing to me. I'm sure if I read the story, this makes complete sense and goes along with it. Oh, there's Tick-Tock. Rawr. And the last page on there. Looks like the dad saving the kids. That there. But hope you enjoyed this pop-up, this showing of this. It's amazing what's out there. And there are some other stories that we are going to have and share with you. I think maybe Little Mermaid. There's other ones. Alice in Wonderland, I think, is one. So be watching, subscribe to the channel, and be watching for these coming. We'll show you the rest of the books. But aren't these just the most cool things? So if you're ever in a bookstore or happen to see these along, I bet you could find these in a rummage sale somewhere. I don't know, they're just cool. Keep your eyes peeled. They're out there. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good one.